Welcome back. And now we are going to solve a calculation problem for the data we have. So this is the data which we collected from an in vitro study. So this is the effect. Okay, this is the effect, and this is the concentration. So this is effect and this is concentration here. Okay, and this is E by C. So for example, in the exam, if I give you this data, you don't have to worry about dividing effect over concentration for all the data points. Just select 2 points. So for example, in this given problem, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select effect 40.97 and a concentration of 6.44 microgram per liter, and the other concentration that I'm going to select is 158.652 and 233.125 effect. So these are the 2 points which I'm going to select. So I'm going to divide effect or concentration, and this is the value which I got. Okay, 6.36 and 1.41 for the certain values. So let's write this. So let's write these points here. So what is y-axis? Y-axis is E over C, right? So y is E over C, and x-axis is what? Effect. So y1, let's write y1 and y2 and x1 and x2 here. So what is y1? Y1 is effect or concentration, that is 6.36. There are no units here, it's a percent effect, by the way. And y2 is 1.41%, and x1 is what? Is 40.97. Here effect, y is the effect, right? So y is the effect, we're calling x-axis. Here x-axis, x1 is 40.97 and x2 is 223.125. So this is what we have. So you know how to calculate the slope, right? What is slope? 1 over EC50. How do you calculate? What is the equation for slope here? The equation for slope is y1 minus y2 or x1 minus x2, right? Let's solve this. That is, y1 is 6.36 minus 1.41 divided by the effect, which is x1 is 40.97 minus 223.12, right? So here the concentration, I'm not applying any natural log, guys. Do not apply any natural log, no natural log. Okay, so just simply solve the equation for slope, which is nothing but 1 over kd or 1 over EC50. Okay, 6.36 minus 1.41 and 40.97 divided by 40.97 minus 223.12. So if you solve this equation, it's 4.95 divided by minus 182.15, that is nothing but minus 0.02718. Okay, so 1 over EC50 is equal to negative 0.02718, or we can also write this equation as negative 1 over EC50, because the slope is anyway negative. We can write it as 0.02718. I'm sorry, not 15. 0.2718, right? All right, so in this graph we have E by C and E. Well, let's solve the negative 1 over EC50, that is negative 1 over EC50 value is 0.02718. So what is EC50 then? EC50 is, what is EC50? It's 1 divided by 0.02718. So what is the value? Find out the EC50 value, that is 36.90. Since anyway it's a negative slope, so the negative slope, negative gets cancelled here, so EC50 is a positive value, by the way, so it's not a negative value, 36.90. Alright, so now that we calculated EC50, so the final step is left over is Emax. We need to find out, right? So we have the information of E by C. Okay, we can just pick one of the points which we have. 6.36 is one of the points which we have chosen here, as you can see. Okay, 6.36 is equal to negative E over EC50. We know the value of EC50, that is 36.90, or we can just simply use 1 by EC50. Either way it's fine, but what I'm going to try to use is I'm going to use 36.90. so negative E, the effect corresponding to this E by C is, let's find out, it's 40.97. okay, 40.97 divided by what is EC50, that is 36.90, plus Emax. We are going to, that is what we're trying to find out, right? Emax divided by, again, EC50 is 36.90. okay, so if you solve this equation, okay, let's solve this equation. If you solve this equation, we'll have a value of Emax, that is Emax value is 274.5%. Since effect, there is no units for Emax. Emax is nothing but the maximum effect, right? Okay, there is another way we can solve this Emax, okay, that is using this equation. Effect is equal to Emax times C over EC50 plus C. Actually, this is a simple equation compared to this equation, but there are some situations which we have to use this equation. That's why I use this equation to solve the effect. Let's say if I ask you to find out the concentration for an effect of 15, and if you have the information of EC50, Emax, then this is the right equation which you have to use. Okay, alright, let's get into this equation. What is the effect which we have? Just now we have used effect is 40.97. okay, 40.97 is equal to Emax. We have no idea. That's what we're solving. We solve, of course, we solved here, but we're solving in a different equation. Times C. What is the concentration corresponding to the effect of 40.97? Let's get back to this this sheet here. So the concentration corresponding to the effect 40.97 is 6.44. Okay, 6.44 divided by EC50, that is 36.9, plus the concentration, again 6.44. If you solve this equation, again you will have a value of 274.5%. Alright, I'm going to solve some more problems in the next lecture. Anyway, now that you know how to use this equation and how to solve this equation, so you can calculate the effect at any time, at any concentration, right? So for example, if you have a concentration of 2 milligram per ml, 2 microgram per ml, and if you have the information of EC50 or Emax, you can calculate the effect. Even though you don't have the information of EC50 and Emax, you can find Emax and EC50 using this slope calculations which we did just now. We can find out the value of effect. Alright, I'm going to stop here.